And that was a good moment as a father. But also, he went to the crib, my original house that we grew up in. Not much has changed in that house. And he found a Raphael Ninja Turtle action figure, the original from the 90s at some point that I played with. And I'm like, this is and my parents actually hidden like in the attic or somewhere else have like the original He-Man Panther and all those kind of things. I have a Transformer that's unopened, probably worth, I did look it up, worth $100 or something like that for whoever's gonna buy that for $100. But he found an action figure Ninja Turtle. It was missing an arm or something like that. But of course, all those toys, it was loved. He found that somewhere in my old room. I'm like, where the hell did you find that? He's like, Daddy, look. And I think it's here at the house. I think we took it home with us, if I'm not mistaken. I have fond memories of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then recently he went to a birthday party at a skating rink, and then there was this new Teenage Mutant Turtle beat 'em up game. I played the original beat 'em up game, which is a classic beat 'em up. The Ninja Turtle, the arcade version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles eventually came out in Genesis and other systems, but the arcade one, classic, and me and my son are playing the beat 'em up, and him and his friends. So there's 4 turtles, good stuff. And this stuff means stuff to me, man. It does mean something to me. It's nostalgic. It's part of Americana. If it didn't mean anything, then I wouldn't be interested. If it didn't mean anything, they wouldn't market the nostalgia to us that is very infamously called nostalgia bait. This controversy comes out and we take a look at it and we see, okay, they're coming out with this Ninja Turtle movie, I guess it is. And now we look at it and we say, okay, I'm excited about it. Maybe my kid will watch it. Maybe I'll watch it. I don't know, get a break from politics for a second or two. You're not going to get a break from this culture. It's a big cold bucket of water in your face when you look at it and they race swapped April from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Another white redhead. They caught another body, y'all. The white redheaded characters, they coming for you. They caught another body. April from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got that heat. Eradicated. Gone. Yeah. No one's safe from. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. And the April that I grew up with, that wasn't the April that I grew up with. This is the April that I grew up with for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And you might think this is stupid, whatever. It's not stupid to me. Hopefully I can articulate myself. So this is basically the April, looks like the April I grew up with. White. It was never a problem. It was never a problem that she was white with red hair. That didn't pose any issues. It didn't hurt race relations. We were good. It wasn't a big deal. Oh, and by the way, I didn't know what sex was back in the day. This is obviously a kid's cartoon. It wasn't really like supposed to be for sex. Even though she was a love interest clearly of, I believe his name was Casey Jones, the Jason looking dude on there, which was a very good character. I didn't even know what sex was, but I knew she was feminine, a woman. That's okay. For you woke idiots out there, it's okay for a woman to be feminine and sexy in a cartoon. I mean, she's not inappropriate. He's got to be appropriate. People were probably rightfully clowning me on Twitter. I was talking about, well, she was more sexy back then, like more feminine. I didn't mean like in an inappropriate way, but of course it was kind of weird to put it like that. So somebody was like, you can go fap off to the old April. I'll take the new one. Okay, touche, you got me. I'm not changing my take. That's the April I grew up with. This is the April that they gave us. This is April. So I don't know, it's supposed to be a kid or whatever, so I'm not using the sex angle on it. But a non-feminine, non-binary looking, Stacey Abrams looking with dreads and glasses, fat black thing is what we got now. You don't think that matters? If it didn't matter, they wouldn't do it. So this is what we had before. And now we've got a fat black, whatever it is, for April. And maybe the character's good. We'll see how the writing goes. I'm I'm open-minded to that. But just looking at the swap, I'm not the weird one. Y'all are the weird ones. That's weird. I'm not weird. You're weird to feel like you need to do that. And I tweeted on this. I think this is perfect. It's great. It's actually great. Let me tell you why. It's the perfect race swap. We're getting closer, y'all. If we turn every attractive white feminine cartoon character into a fat non-binary Stacey Abrams looking black thing, we might actually eliminate racism. There's just summing up on my take on Stacey Abrams. She's the perfect black woman Democrat. She's single. We've never seen her with any male companionship. That's how they like their women now. No man involved. Male companionship is so 2015. She hates black males unless they do what they're told by her black Democrat masters. And obviously the black women are the voices of the black Democrat masters. So she hates black males. She has no male companionship. We've never seen her with the male. She does whatever the Democrats tell her to do. She carries herself like she's non-binary. I mean, if you cover up her body, I wouldn't know if she was a man or a woman. She's obedient. And if they tell her to go over to Nigeria to go meddle over in another process, she'll be like, what? When's the flight? And there it is. You know, if you wanted a fat black thing as a part of the cartoon, you could have made a new character. Nobody would have cared. But it's because critical theory, you take the mantle of a white character and replace it with that. And now racism, I guess, is going to be destroyed as long as we make every character look like that in every movie. I think we'll probably be okay, right? That's the thought behind it. Where are the newly created black characters? You know, you could do that, right? If you want representation. I love the argument that it doesn't matter. Well, if it doesn't matter, then you wouldn't care that I would say it's stupid. These are the shows that people in my age group grew up with, targeted to my age group in a way, very often. In the trailer for it, guess what song they used? Tribe Called Quest. Not even a new Tribe Called Quest, which I'm all for this old one. Can I Kick It from like 1989? Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Kids aren't listening to that type of music. They're targeting me. They're targeting people who have some, right now I'm trying to get paper. I don't have any money, but they're targeting people who have money. Who asked for this, by the way? The same thing as the 15-minute cities from yesterday. You see the correlation. Who asked for it? Who likes it? There are people who are defending it, but they're not really passionate about it. They don't really like it. They're not really down for that.
Better than your favorite rapper. I can say it backwards. I'm these rappers' favorite. Yo, better, I'm who they coming after. Why you replay that back to understand? Let me make them matter. Coming at whoever so I can eliminate the chatter. Tell Eminem I don't care who's defending him. I don't make religious balance, but I will finish him. I saw you kneeling in the Super Bowl, look feminine. Why you take a knee? Was it the pigmentation in your skin? This confuse you cause you don't understand the off.